What's up, everybody? You already know what time it is. It's early as hell, but it ain't the prime time hour, man. We a bit early because, we got things to do. But it's a very special show, man. So, I'm Tito P, always with me my man E, and we got a very special guest today for you.
100%. Two things real quick. We're gonna drop that commercial, but yo, Kevin, if you watching right now, we a fucking hour early, okay? We ain't minutes late. Yo, I think this is the earliest one we did so far.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I dig it, bro. I dig it. Come after work, get it ready. Let's get it out the way, man. Let's get it out the way.
All right, so go visit our boys in San Antonio, Texas, 9 Clouds Up, located on the west side, 2026 Guadalupe Street. If you drop promotion code WILD22 when you go to their website, and that's the number 9cloudsup.com, you can get 10% off on any official merch at 9 Clouds Up. And if you're in San Antonio, go check the boys out. Definitely drop our name, and they'll hook you up.
Fuck with them shirts, fuck with the merch, man. Fuck with the CBD. Get it all, baby. Get it all in.
Hey, did you just rhyme on purpose?
Maybe. It's a rap battle too, baby.
Yeah, let's go. Yo, let's bring our guest in. He's in the waiting room right now.
Already, man. Go ahead, let him in. He coming in. He joining. If you don't know him, he from the Bone Fam, man. You already know who it is.
102.5 The Bone. Oh.
He got it. He connected the audio. There he is.
Yo.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
definitely.
Does this sound pretty good? I can't hear myself for some strange reason.
Now you sound good.
All right, that's good. That's good.
You sound good. You sound good.
As long as
What's
you can hear
going
us,
on, gentlemen? That's all that really matters. That's all that matters.
I feel like I was just listening to you like an hour ago.
You were. I know. What a guy that I get done talking for 4 hours only to come and sit and talk with these fucking guys.
Hey, man.
All right, so true or false? You would not mind if a male massage person decided to give you a happy ending.
I didn't say that I would accept a happy ending from a male masseuse. I just said I wasn't completely closed off to it. Like I'm not, like it's not a deal breaker. Like my wife is standing right here too, so she's probably hearing all of this for the first time. Yeah, I mean, I'm just if she was okay with it, I could get a happy ending from a dude.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of fucking the audacity to think that a dude can beat your meat better than you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like anybody else could beat your meat better than you yourself. You know what I mean? Like who could do it better than you?
Well, and that's a solid point, but sometimes anybody but you is better than you. I mean, if you've never heard of The Stranger, sometimes you could just sit on your hand for a little bit until it goes numb, and then it's like somebody else. So I mean, it's not that I need a man to beat my meat. It's just that if it's somebody else, I think very often it can be better than yourself. I mean, you obviously think very highly of your skills, Tito.
Well, I mean, it's my meat. I know what I like.
Yo, I'm not even making this up to be funny. I have a dude at my store, and he'll say like something. Yo, no, for real. He'll say like sometimes my wife doesn't want to give it up, but I'm like, can't you just give me a hand job and I'll be happy? And I'm in my head, I'm like, if it's just a hand job, I'd rather do it myself. I'm going to do it better and faster and get it over with. No?
Well, and at that point, you kind of know that she doesn't really want anything to do with you anyway. So, I mean, at least you know that if you have to lean on yourself, that you'll be into it at the very least.
So if you wouldn't mind a man doing it to you, but do you think you'd be able to still get like hard when a man's doing that?
I mean, like I said, I don't think you know what you can do until you're put in that position. And I mean, I think with the right man, if the hands were soft enough and the vibe was right, I think I could perform.
Hey, he's massaging people with oil all day long. Those hands are smooth as a baby's ass.
Well, the thing is, too, I don't really know if the guy did offer me a happy ending massage. It really felt like he did, but he just kind of breezed over. Like he was like, "I've got the best hands. I can massage you real good. Happy ending if you want it." Like that was how I remember it, and I'll have to find out the hard way if he was telling the truth.
So he was like nonchalantly hitting on you, like, "Hey, I'd do it if you asked," you know?
I didn't take it as him hitting on me. I took it as him being a businessman, trying to get a new client, and he was covering all my bases.
I got you.
Either that or he listens to your show. So, he listens to Drew Garabo Live, and he pretty much was like, yeah, this guy's definitely down for some weird stuff going on. So,
I mean, there's a good that's a good possibility. It is very possible that he just thought that's what I would be into, but I don't know. He still hasn't followed up. So maybe he's actually offended that I thought that he was even going to give me a happy ending massage. I'm not really certain.
Or he just didn't want his business out there. He just like, that was between you and him.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that was foul.
I'm not very good at that. If there's something that you think should not be on the radio, then there's probably a good chance that you should just not say it to me ever. That's a good lesson to live by.
All right, so I'm going to hit you guys with a couple rapid questions, and I want you to just answer fast. Don't sit there and think about it. This first thing that pops into your head, let it out. John, you can answer first. Tito, you go next.
Okay.
If you got banned from a local library, what would be the reason?
I mean, there's kids at libraries, so I can't say anything too weird because then that would make me like a pedophile sex offender. So I'm gonna say
that's a good reason to get
stealing
banned.
Toilet paper. No, I don't. That's the thing is I can't do anything too weird inside a library. Maybe not returning like the pro wrestling encyclopedia.
All right, I don't think you're gonna get banned for that, but okay.
I'm just saying. You've put me in a strange position because what am I going to say? I've whipped my dick out in the library and then there's children there and now I'm like a pedophile and I'm locked up forever. Like I don't feel comfortable taking the conversation. I understand. This is the shit people get canceled for. Local radio host goes on podcast and says he wants to whip his dick out in front of children. Like that's how this happens.
Yo, you get fired and demand you're on this show from now on. You're like, I don't got a show anymore, so now I'm on your show.
Yeah, no. It will be a That's Wild podcast hosted by John Senning, if that comes to that, just so you know.
We have to get on Patreon.
Yo, Tito, would you have a problem with that? Because I would much rather someone else just like take control and we just be assholes.
I'm totally down for that, man. But for me, I would probably be telling everybody that the Bible's a lie and they kick my ass out the library.
Oh, Jesus, that's very serious.
All right, next one. What's the worst thing you can put on a dating app bio?
Worst thing you could put on a dating app bio. Damn. I see. Man, you really are trying to fuck with me. You're trying to get me to say some weird shit that just.
It's a safe place. It's all safe here.
It's not. It's really not. It's not that safe. I would say like maybe like you like to fuck animals or sheep or something like that. Like that would be pretty bad. Like people don't really people don't. Like I would say some sort of sexual attraction to animals.
How would you even spin that into the bio? You just like straight up come out with it, or you slide it in easy?
I don't know, Everett. Like I said, I don't know how you craft. I don't know how you craft that bio. I think you'd just be like, my name's John. I'm into pro wrestling. I'm into hunting Sasquatch. I happen to be on the radio, and I'm sexually attracted to farm animals. I don't know.
As long as it's a sheep, I think everybody be a little bit cool with it.
A sheep? What the hell?
I think they have the closest stuff to a lady's vagina. I don't know personally, but that's just
what the hell.
Oh, no, wouldn't it be a pig though?
No. You're being offensive. That's offensive.
No, I mean like literally, aren't like pigs the most human animal?
I see what you're doing, Tito. That's not the time and place to make those kind of jokes. We're not calling women weird. No.
I'm not calling women that. I'm saying like they're the most human.
They're definitely not the most human. How is that even close?
I think that's a dolphin, actually, from what I've been told.
Well, no,
like, truly.
Don't they use like? Can't we like put a pig's heart in a human and stuff?
They do have. I had a cadaver from a pig in my ankle, which didn't work, but they did put that in my ankle. But that don't mean their vagina looks anything like a woman's vagina. You guys, I'm not even joking. I think it is a sheep. They do. If you look it up afterwards, Google it. It's their vagina is the closest to a female's vagina. I'm telling you. I'm not just trying to.
But then you have to trust the word of a human being who's been having sex with animals their whole life, which I just feel like those are not good people, in my opinion.
You got a good point there. I can't argue that one.
They obviously aren't real sociable if they have to fuck animals.
Yeah. All right. Last question is not as weird. It's good for you, John, too. Say you're dating 5 years into dating your wife. Everything's going great. You end up finding out somehow, some way you're related. It's a half sister. Do you just cut it off, or do you continue with the journey?
No, I think we're too committed at this point. I feel like
Thank you.
I feel like we're too intertwined. If I found out we were related or she was my sister, we'd probably. I mean, we've already like it's not getting any worse. You know what I mean? Like we've already done everything that we could do, and I mean we don't really plan on having kids, so we're probably like the best case scenario to find out that we were somehow related. I don't know. Would you leave me if you found out I was your half brother? No, she wouldn't leave me either. So we're good.
But I don't know. I think we'd also have to have.
Yeah, there would be a serious conversation. It would be. We'd have to have a coming to Jesus talk, but I think we'd be fine.
We'd also have to have sex together.
Tito, what you got on
that? She made it.
What? I got kids, bro. What are you talking about? As long as my kids are healthy, I'm good.
No.
As long as I ain't got 3 eyes, no web feet, bro, we good. We gonna keep on trucking.
Yo, you guys would be surprised. I asked 10 different people that, and everybody was like, no, we're cutting it off. Like, and I was like, you already did the damage. Don't have kids and just be cool.
Well, my wife just made a good point in that you would have to have sex immediately, because there's a possibility that even though you think it's okay, the first time you like knowingly fucked your sister, then like there could be an issue there.
It's gonna be hotter. You see all the porn.
I didn't even think of that though. It's a total mind fuck after the thought. You know what I mean? Like I get what you're saying. Oh wow. Yeah.
Well, Everett, you're saying concerning things, because I don't think that those porno categories are big and are popular because everybody wants to fuck their sister. Like people like to watch weird stuff, but I don't think that there are a lot of people out there like wanting to like fuck their mother-in-law or their stepmom or their sister, unless that's kind of what you were thinking.
Well, I call those people posers. Like, why are you posing? You want to know how I do disagree with what you said about, that next time you have it, it's going to be different. I disagree because think about this. How many times are you I wasn't even gonna. I don't know where Tito thinks I'm going right now.
I thought you were gonna say I fucked my half sister. I'm like, bro, I'm about to end this podcast, bro.
No.
Oh, that's the mark. Oh, that's the spot. The animal sex and the children weren't the spot, but this is the spot.
No, what I was gonna say is think about how many times you've been like extremely horny, like animal horny, like just ridiculous. And as soon as you're done having sex, like you're back to normal. So there's a switch. When you get to that point when you're so horny, you're not thinking about, is this my sister? Is this not my sister?
What?
Yeah, I don't know that I don't think what you just said is right. I don't think that people have that line. That seems like this planet would be a mess if people were like that. Yeah. Do you have a sister, Everett?
I do have a half sister, but we don't talk at all.
Yeah.
I like legit. We don't talk
Did you
at all.
guys? Did you?
No, it wasn't.
Did you guys
we
cut
had
it
one
off
mistake.
after you fucked her?
No. No, nothing's ever happened. We're never around each other. We got a different mom, so it didn't work out in the end.
Yeah, I would. Well, clearly you shouldn't be around her. So it sounds like it actually did work out because God only knows what would have happened if you would have been around her.
Hey, tequila makes you do crazy stuff sometimes. And this is coming from the guy that's like wants his male massage dude to like whack him off or beat his meat, like Tito said.
Oh well, I mean, like if you're comparing the
I
two,
would say-
the dude's gonna beat the meat all the day, bro. I'm not touching my sister.
Yeah. I don't know, Everett. You're fucking crazy, man. And like you're now comparing a consensual gay hand job to having sex with your sister. Like you're wrong here.
It's all sex. We're just yeah.
Well, the thing is, one of them is actually illegal. Like you can't have sex with your sister, like per the law.
That's a great segue right there, John. But here's the thing: how is it possible that a massage person can rub your whole body down, make you feel fantastic, but the moment they touch your penis, you go to jail? Explain to me what's going on here.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs. I mean, I know that somewhere along the line, people decided that sex work was going to be illegal, which I don't necessarily agree with. But it's just that part of your body is different than all the rest of your parts. I think you could agree to that.
Yeah, but it's like, so you can have sex for free, but if you pay for it, it's illegal. Like I'm confused. If you break it down better for.
Well, because Uncle Sam ain't getting his piece, bro. That's why it's illegal.
I'm not a professional in the arts.
You know what I mean? That's why it's illegal.
And I would think, depending on the situation, like I would imagine a large percentage of dirty massages go uncaught. Like I don't think that, you know what I mean? Like as far as a sex act that people are getting arrested for, I would imagine traditional prostitution and other things like that, people get arrested way more than those giving out some handies at the end of the massage
or beating your meat, like Tito likes to say.
Yeah, he did. That is very aggressive, the way that you
That's
say
what I
beat your
thought
meat.
too.
Yeah,
I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean,
yeah, we all do it, but don't say it out loud like that.
Well, that being said, Everett talking about how he wants to have sex with his sister is way more troublesome than Tito saying beat your meat.
No. I don't want to have sex with my sister, but it just blows my mind that so many people, like if you were with this person for 5 years, it's perfect, that everyone was like, nope, I'm cutting it off. But it's like, you're only saying that because you just got, it's just in your head like, oh, that's bad. But it's like, the bad's already done. You already did the damage. You're in love with this person. Just keep going with it.
But now you're in the mental trauma, though.
All right. Let's get into another topic because this is going to get weirder and weirder, beating meat and all that stuff. How you feel about aliens, John? What's your a quick overall breakdown on aliens?
I think they're definitely around. I think they're here more often than they're not. I also think the government knows everything. I think that they don't think that we can handle knowing it. I don't know what that all entails. But the other main part that I think people get wrong is I think they're coming. They're in the water. They're way more in the water. Like maybe I don't know where they're going to and from in space. But I think there are definitely elements of aliens and UFOs going in and out of the water as much as they're coming to and from space. That's my belief.
I believe I'm with you, John. I'm with you because I honestly think The Abyss, that movie The Abyss, makes more sense than the Bible.
Well, and I think, I don't know, don't quote me on this, I don't really know, but I want to say it's the amount of the ocean that man has actually ever been able to even look at is so small. Like it's comparable in a way to space. I mean, we've only seen a fraction of space, but we've really only seen a fraction of the ocean as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You always hear people getting abducted by aliens? You believe that happens?
I believe that. I will tell you, we just watched that Unsolved Mysteries on the Berkshire UFO abduction, and I think those fucking people got abducted by aliens. I mean, all of these people in the same place, seeing almost the same thing. Some of them did go up into some sort of ship. Supposedly, a couple people even saw each other in the spaceship. I just with all that stuff, Bigfoot, everything. I think it's for people are always like, oh, they're lying. They just want the fame. I don't think that a bunch of fame and fortune comes from making up some crazy shit. Like maybe you might be on the news for a minute, but these people that have been telling the same story for, 25, 30 years, I just find it hard to believe they're just continue it up to be on a documentary, all those years later.
Yeah, what is it? Fire in the Sky? That crazy movie where that dude gets abducted?
That shit's scary.
Yeah, bro. Like that got me
man.
That shit got me, man. I was like, yo, aliens are real. They're gonna take us.
It makes sense too if they do abduct us and bring them back. Because think about it, we do the same thing. We get sharks, dolphins, we get lions. We take them in, we check them out, we tag them, and then we trace them and see where they're going, and we learn stuff about them. That's the same thing they're doing to us.
They check on their humans.
Who
What's my
even
human
knows,
doing? Look at him.
though?
He's smoking crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be us. It could be us from, light years away. Like they could be traveling in time. And when we see a spaceship, what it is people coming back and taking a peek at what's going on. Maybe it's like Back to the Future where they don't really do shit because they know that if they mess with us too much, then it'll change. Who the hell knows?
Hey, maybe that's what happened during the pandemic. They changed something and everything got fucked up in 2020.
Dude, nothing you can tell me is too crazy. Like I think now at this point, especially, like anything is possible.
All right. Well, I do got to tell you one thing. I did bang my sister 30 years ago. That's why we stopped talking.
You didn't even have to tell me because I could already tell, like just from the whole thing, I could tell that you were holding on to a secret. So I get that, man, and good for you for telling your truth.
Thank you, appreciate that. I do. Hey, I do have a problem with they always talk about they get anal probed whenever they get abducted, and I feel like that's just a few rogue aliens, like freaky ass aliens. Kind of like the humans that want to fuck animals. There's a few freaky aliens that play with buttholes every once in a while, but I don't think it's protocol. I don't think they're supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to look back at all the documentation of every man who's ever been abducted. I don't know how many claim to be anally probed and how many didn't. So maybe it's like there's one species of alien that is way more into anal probing and the others do some more traditional testing. But I would say if you want to know a lot about somebody, sticking something up their butt is one way to do it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, maybe it's because they're like, they're humanoids like us. So you know how some of us humanoids like to stick their things in other humanoids' butts. So maybe that's just, what they be doing.
Wait, is humanoids a real word?
Yes.
That's a word.
Humanoids?
Humanoids.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
I don't believe you either, John. You don't have a real humanoid.
It is. I'm positive. Humanoid. Hold on. Let me give you a definition here. Humanoid.
Right,
having an appearance or character resembling that of a human.
God damn, Tito.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that word from?
Hey, yo, just like John, I watched a lot of Unsolved Mysteries. I used to watch X-Files. I was into all that stuff, bro.
Do you think it's possible? Like, so I don't know if we all agree right now that the coronavirus probably came from a lab and it was man-made. Kind of on the same page with that?
Some variation of that, yeah. I don't know exactly how it ended up where it did, but I would feel pretty comfortable about that, yeah.
So do you think it's possible they can some other crazy country can do another virus that almost turns people into zombies, basically? And you can legit bite somebody, and because of that, it causes them to get infected too. Like, this sounds crazy. I thought about this. I'm like, there could be a country working on that right now. No?
Well, I mean, I think that everything we learned from this period of time was that anything is possible. Like shit that we would see on zombie movies and zombie shows, like that was happening in the real world. Just the way that it looked with people in the hazmats and scanning people's heads. I mean, to me, we're well on our way to some version of that. I mean, now monkeypox is a thing. Who the hell knows what that's going to be? That way fucking worse. You have open sores and pustules all over your body. I mean, you're really getting closer to zombies with every disease that comes along, really.
And the monkeypox, don't you get that from butt play too? Pretty much.
That is the thing. I don't know if it comes from the butt, but it's definitely during butt activities that, yeah. I saw today, 95% of monkeypox is coming from man-on-man love.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Like, you would just think there would be, I don't know, that just seems crazy to me.
Now, hearing that, you got to think about that happy ending again, bro, because, like, hold up. I don't want
I trust my I get where you're coming from.
No, wait, time the fuck out. The happy ending, the dude's not going to stick his finger in John's butt. The happy ending is the meat. So he's not going to
I'm sorry. How do you wipe your butt? Do you figure out some different way to wipe your butt? Because I use my hand. I don't know. Do you figure out a different way to wipe your butt?
Yeah.
What's happening right now? I don't know how we got back to this.
I'm just saying, I would take either one, honestly. And I trust the masseuse to be clean enough and have his papers that I don't have to worry about that.
All right. Favorite zombie movie?
Oh man. There was the really good one that I don't remember who all was in it, but it was they were in the mall with Vin Rames.
Yeah.
And the girl has the zombie baby. Is that Day of the Dead?
Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the
Dead. I think
was
that's
that the funny one?
Yeah.
No, that's the one with was it Mekhi Phifer?
No.
Right?
Yeah, that was actually really good. Hold on,
I'm thinking of Shaun of the Dead.
Oh yeah, 2000. Yes, you are. 2004. Yes, 2004. Dawn of the Dead. Oh, it was directed by Zack Snyder. That's the fucking the comic book guy, right?
Yeah.
It was really good. That'd be my number one pick.
What about you, Tito?
Man. I don't know, man. I have to go with because they're just stuck in the mall in that one. There's the
well, it's more than that. They get on the boat.
Well, yeah, but that's like in the after footage, though. You don't really get to see that whole. I wanted to see that whole thing, but that was like at the end.
Yeah, you are right, actually.
I like I'm sorry, man, but I'm old school. I like them old Resident Evil movies, man.
New one's coming out, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got the new Resident Evil on Netflix. I'm watching that right now too. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was saying.
In its day, The Walking Dead was good.
Definitely. Stretched it out way too long.
Oh yeah.
I just watched World War Z recently, and I felt like that held up really good. And to me, it might have been the best one. That they were faster. It was a lot of action.
Yeah. I don't like my zombies fast.
No.
I like my zombies slow and
yeah, but you're thinking as a person running from the zombies. I'm talking about from watching the zombies.
No, I still believe a traditional real zombie should be slow and more like a real dead body, less like a superhuman creature.
Yeah, that's a fair question. All right, so you did touch on you know what? You know what? It's getting close to 8 o'clock. I know Raw's about to start. Let's
yeah.
talk a little about.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Well, hold on. What you think gonna
excited.
happen, man? Is everybody gonna be able to get their names back? Like, because all the Vinceisms gotta go.
I don't know, man. I was actually just telling my wife a minute ago. I think, and I'm gonna nerd out here. You asked me, so it is what it is now. You got to take whatever comes your way. I think tonight, like having watched wrestling forever in WWE and always hoping for something more, something different, for things to go in a different direction. I think starting today could be the first time that's ever really possible, because I think no matter what has happened over the past however many years, I think Vince was the guy. I think it was all his ideas. He had the final say, and now he's legit gone. And I think Triple H is kind of taking over a lot of stuff. I think I'm excited.
Yeah, his creative in NXT was awesome, bro. Like, I was digging it when he was in charge of NXT, and then they got rid of him, and it's like, yo, what is going on over here? Why we got Elias? He got a twin brother. What is happening? This is whack. Where's Bray Wyatt?
Yeah.
I need Bray Wyatt back.
It's going to be interesting. And I mean, it's also crazy just from the perspective of it's the least shocking thing ever, really. But I mean, Vince getting run out of his own company and all of this shit about this women and all this. Now today they found out about even more money that he was probably doing God knows what with and paying to women and who knows else, you know. So it's kind of crazy. And the fact that there's like a wink and a nod. It's like the WWE isn't going to come out straight up and be like, hey, he, you know, may have raped some ladies and he may have paid some women. I mean, they're kind of just like sending him off like he's a hero, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know. You know, they have a board, and everybody, you know, has to, you know, give their say. And I'm guessing they voted him out. Like, hey, bro, you know, it's gonna get worse. We can't have you on the board anymore, Vince. Like, this is bad, you know.
It's hard to say, because I think he's not stupid either. And I mean, you get to the point in this day and age when you're that big of a business owner and you know how many other people kind of depend on you. I mean, he probably knew that shit was going to come out today, because they had, you know, they found out another, it's like $14 million that was unaccounted for. So he probably knew like it's only going to get worse. So if he can kind of get his moment, have everybody thank him, make a nice little thing out of it before. And I personally think there's going to be way, way, way worse. Like, I think over the next few months, we hear just like some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, they tried to sweep it under the rug with that, you know, let's release it on Friday, you know, and the weekend will come over. It'll just blow over, you know, nobody will be talking about that. Like, bro, come on, man. You know, hell no. Vince McMahon ain't in charge of WWE anymore. Everybody talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I don't keep up on wrestling that much, but I did notice that what's the name? What the hell's the daughter's name?
Stephanie.
Yeah, that like a month before this happened, like she stepped away to take some time off. Now, do you think they knew about to happen? And she's like, "Hey, I'm taking a month off before this shit blows up, and I got to get back in."
No, because
that's
a
a
while
question.
ago, Vince was in the ring talking about we're gonna be here now and forever.
Well, yeah, WWE is.
No, I'm talking about Vince was in the ring announcing, like, doing this whole thing about how he's gonna be there. We're gonna be here for each other, and then all this happened. The next day, he's like, "Yo, I'm gone." That's what blew up. They were like, he was just.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It wouldn't surprise me if they knew something, because that was a weird period of time, and Stephanie was gone for. It was really, I think, only a few months, but. Yeah, I don't know why he got out there in the ring that night and did that. I think personally, I don't think that I think that probably had no thought at all. Like, he was probably just like, damn, I'm in the news everywhere. People think I'm a piece of shit. I got to go in the middle of the ring and pretty much put my dick on the table and let everybody know that this is still my place. So it's going to be interesting.
Yo, I do want to thank you for hooking us up with those tickets. My kid actually, my kid. You guys are not going to have kids, and I'm going to tell you, don't have kids. Like, you got a permanent roommate for 18 years. You're on 24/7, but my kid, she complains about everything. And when I don't tell her we're going places until we're going because I know she's going to complain about it. So the day of, she called me. She's like, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" I told her, and she's like, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go." I'm like, "You're going, okay? I got tickets. We're going." Then when we got there, I had to leave a little early because I had to work, and she didn't want to leave. Like she loved it. She was chanting all this stuff. Like she's never been to it. She was
totally
into
different.
it.
It's totally different when it's live, man.
That's fun.
My brother-in-law was the same way. He's like, "I don't know, man." And I took him, to the show, and it's totally different when you're there live. Everybody's into it.
Fans are wild, man. It's like a college atmosphere, like a college football atmosphere. Everyone's yelling, or soccer.
And what's crazy is it's really it's way more mild now than it used to be. I mean, back in the day, in the Attitude Era, it was way more. Well, that's the other interesting thing with WWE too, is to coincide with this, they're changing the rating. So it's like, it's got
not
going to be TV PG anymore. But yeah, back in the day, it was definitely a bit more wild.
I will say, I actually thought the same thing in that last one I went to, because I want to say the one I've been to before that, I might have been like 23 or something like that. It was a long time ago. And it was legit bananas. Now, technically, I might have been on ecstasy when I was there too, so maybe that made it more intense. But I do remember it being the crowd
that's fun.
way more crazier back then.
Yeah, I had to wait till I was an adult.
It was a different time. Yeah.
my parents, there was no way they were gonna pay for that. They're like, I'm not taking you to make believe fights, bro. No.
Yo, John, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah. For sure, man. This is good stuff. Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on. Another one in the books.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, everyone listening. Thank you.
You bet. You guys have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
Hey, y'all have a good one. Peace.